Hello! How's it going, everybody? How are you? How you doing? It is I. It is I, and it is other eye, and it is mouth. Happy to see you all. I'm playing some more Pokopia. I'm trying real hard to get through the story. So yeah, just you know, doing stuff. There's always a stuff to do, and the stuff I'm doing right now is I need more gold ore, and you know, I could use some of those cotton puffs too. So I looked it up, and apparently the Arcanine Dream Island. I had not been to a Dream Island yet, so I thought, okay, fine, time to go to Dream Island. Apparently this one has gold on it somewhere, and I could get some cotton spores while I'm here too, so that's what I'm doing. I'm getting the gold, so I can I love this game. I'm on the Dream Island so I can get the gold ore. I'm going to use the gold ore to turn into ingots so that I can finish building the Skyland Pokemon Center, because when it's built, then you can get a recipe for an office desk, which I need to fulfill the Team Rocket quest. So that's the current string of activities to do. Maybe I should have dumped out my inventory a bit more before coming here. I don't know. I'll be fine. I'm good. No, I did not just make that up. That's exactly what I am here to do. that is what we're doing right now. We're getting gold to rebuild the Pokemon Center. Oh, even though I gotta wait till tomorrow. That stinks. Well, whatever. That's just one thing to do. There are other things to do, and in fact, when I get a chance, I think I'm rebuilding a big building in Skyland. That's probably done already. So when I'm done doing this, we'll go check out that and see about building the next. No. Oh, okay, no. I'm going to do that right when what is this? Pile of stardust. Okay. After I get done with the island, I'm actually going to go check the progress of the building to see if I can get the next phase of the building. You see, like, this is, I don't know, if for anybody who's not, like, far in the game, it's technically a spoiler that it's a thing that I'm going to describe. That it happens, you find a big, like, skyscraper. And I thought it was going to be like, oh, you want to fill this in yourself? But there's, like, a multi-phase building project where the Pokemon build it for you. So yeah, I'm on level 2 right now, and I assume there'll be a level 3. If you give a star piece to a Pokemon who's visiting from another player's world, the Pokemon will give you a gift. If you open a Pokemon's gift at a vacant habitat, a new Pokemon will appear, the same species as the Pokemon who gave you the gift. Okay, I'm just not gonna get into that right now. All the multiplayer and stuff. I don't need that. Thank you, maybe later. Too many mechanics. You know what? I do like the Beatles. Zubadaskana. Not like recently, but you know, I went through my, I think just about everybody who's like really into music goes through like their Beatles phase. You know, it was in junior college. I took a history of jazz and rock course, a very popular course. It was like this great teacher, and it was just a really fun course. It was just one of those courses that everybody takes. If you go to Shasta College in Redding, California, you're gonna take history of jazz and rock. And so he introduced me to the Beatles, and you know, because I didn't really know much about them at all. I didn't realize their significance, their immeasurable impact on the world. So yeah, I definitely went through the phase where I was super into them. I don't like listen a lot anymore. Just like sort of recently I put something on. And I never even really got completely into like the entire discography. So I don't have like the most informed opinions. But, you know, I think most people will probably say, like, Revolver or something is the best album, but, Sgt. Pepper was my big one for me. Like, just the whole album. One of the first, like, concept... I mean, can you call it a concept album? I don't know. It all goes together really well. Probably not a concept album, but it's still just a very... Yeah, it was a very cohesive album in a way that I hadn't quite experienced before, where it's just like this album as a singular experience. Yeah, I don't know. Favorite song? I don't know if I could pick a favorite, but like my brain always goes to Within You Without You. And Eleanor Rigby. Those are two like absolute standouts for me. Within You Without You, just for like the musicality of it. Eleanor Rigby too, just really interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Hot take: Beatles do have some good songs. One of these days, I would like to kind of get back into them. Just at least go through the whole discography, the stuff that I missed, you know? Yeah, like most people go on and on about Revolver, and I never really like gave just that album by itself like a hard listen. Does anybody know if like, is there any benefit to like cleaning up a Dream Island, watering the ground instead? Like, is it like, do changes? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna like fix it up, but like, are they consistent? Like when I come back to this one later, will it be like the same thing? All the same no, because then you couldn't farm resources, so it's gotta reset or something. I like the wacky stuff for the Beatles. Oh, Here Comes the Sun. Yo, that's, oof. That's a good one. That is a really beautiful song. Touring Beatles or studio Beatles? Yeah, you know, I tried touring Beatles, but man, it's just too loud. You know, back in 1965, you know, I tried going to a show. It was just too loud. There were just jelly beans flying all over. I couldn't do it. So I'm more of a studio Beatles kind of guy. Oh man, now there's all these comments I gotta read about the Beatles. Now we gotta like talk about them. You really got us on a thing. Really got us on a thing here. No, yeah, they're good. Beatles did good music. You really cannot calculate the impact that they had. Which of course brings up the whole like, are they overrated thing, which is ridiculous. I think those kinds of conversations used to frustrate me a lot more. That like, no matter how good something is, there's gonna be someone who's like, it's bad actually, or overrated or whatever. Like I don't know, we as people, we're like, we really want to like come to conclusions about stuff. And like, so there'll be a thing and it's like, it has a humongous impact, and then with enough like hindsight, it's harder to see the value in it because of the impact. You're like, well, if you don't count the impact more objectively, then it's actually not that good, or like not as good as stuff that came after. Like it just, you get so in the weeds about it. That actually reminds me, I was there's like little like lending libraries, you know, people. I got veggies here too. You know, little book, like little free libraries. You can like take a book, and I found a book by is it Joseph Campbell, who was kind of famous for the whole like heroes myth thing. He like did a bunch of stuff on that, and you know, at the time it was like really thought-provoking stuff. So it had a really big impact on everybody. But then you go enough decades, there are people who are like, yeah, but like now some of that stuff is outdated, and so I think that people only like it because of the impact that it had, even when the ideas themselves aren't necessarily that good anymore. And just like it becomes this big, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense. We want to write stories about it. We want to make up stories about stuff. We want to have big conclusions about stuff. So something is impactful, and then you get people swinging the complete opposite way and being like, no, you can't just count the impact. You have to count the thing itself. And then it's like, well, how much are you judging the thing itself versus like, people don't realize that they get annoyed when they perceive that something is not worth being popular. So that causes them, like, I only say this because I was like looking it up. Like, what do people think about Joseph Campbell? And you get all these people who are like, oh, he's just a plague on intellectualism because he was so popular, because so many people cite his stuff. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know if that was a good rant to go on. It's just like something has an impact. People like it. And then people are like, yeah, but it's not actually good. You just like it because of the impact that it had. And it's like, well, I mean, but isn't that a good reason to like something? Do you actually think it's not good, or are you just annoyed that people like it and because you get that a lot. I used to be that way. When you think something is not deserving of the praise, you are like extra critical of it. And you convince yourself that, like, they are all deluded. This thing is actually not good. They're kidding themselves when you are kind of just kidding yourself in a different way. And neither of you is even right because, like, there is no, like, objective right. It's just people arguing over dumb stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to, like, not engage with that kind of thing as much. There's some gold. There we go. Yeah, just like big conclusions about stuff. Just having to judge something. Having to like completely objectively judge the value of a thing. And whether or not it's like overrated. I just like, we just get really lost in these conversations. I think it's not worth having those conversations. Not being so concerned with like, do people like a thing that doesn't deserve to be liked? Do they only like it because it did have an impact at one time, but now it's not necessarily good? It was only good because they were the first people to do it. You know, the Beatles were like basically the first people to mix Eastern and Western music, but does that make it good music, or does that just make it impactful? If since then we've had greater examples of people mix it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And I'm not even like trying to call anybody out. I just like, that's the conversation. It always goes that way when you bring up the Beatles. It's always like, they were overrated actually. It's like they were rated precisely as rated as they should have been. You know, like, I don't know. Who cares? Overrated and underrated, useless. Yeah, it boils down to, I'm mad that people like this thing I don't like. Or I'm mad that people aren't smart enough to like the thing I like. That's very, very accurate. ABBA is overrated? You take that back! Wrong! I unironically love ABBA. I don't like all ABBA, and I definitely see that, like, especially people who, like, were, I mean, you know, like, back in their heyday, I could imagine it was like so overplayed. And yeah, a lot of their more popular songs I'm not even that into, but I discovered The Visitors. Like, man, you look at this pop group and they did so much cool stuff that was just like really popular, but it wasn't, I mean, it was very like, it was pop music, you know, it wasn't like super deep or anything. But their very last album, The Visitors, was like, oh no, this is actually like, this is verging in art territory. Like, it's really, really good. Like, so all of their other songs, I'll hear them here and there. Oh, Dancing Queen, it's nice. But as an album, The Visitors is fantastic. Oh, I love it. But no, I definitely understand the probably ABBA fatigue. Should I dig straight down, or should I just like come all the way down? And just like start digging down and seeing if I find gold, because yeah, it's a bunch of ash here. Let's see what happens. Gold is what I need. I mean, really, I need any kind of ore. I really am getting to the point where I'm, like, kind of running out of the ore that I have. I need, like, iron. But all it takes is, like, one building project to just be like, hey, you need 20 copper. And it's like, let me get back to you on that. So I definitely need to get as much as I can. This is good. That's a lot. The glowing stone, I don't really have that much use for it yet. That really wears off fast. Let's just keep eating burger steaks. Yeah. You know, yeah, I try not to argue objective truths and whatnot. Ultimately, there is no objective truth to much of anything. But like wherever you stand on the Beatles, like currently, how their music, like, is as music, quality-wise, whatever that means. No, they definitely, they did deserve their impact. That's, because I mean, well, that's the thing. Because they did. They had the impact, so they just did. That's, you know, that's like you drop a ball. It didn't deserve to fall to the floor. Okay, well, it just did fall to the floor. No, yeah, the Beatles were, I mean, you know, they were right place, right time in history. You know, the right people with the right inputs. The world was ready. The world was absolutely ready for music to change a lot up until that point. Like this whole thing where like different generations listen to different music, that's new. That is very new in history. Like rock and roll is pretty much when things started to diverge. You know, before that, everybody listened to the same music, and there wasn't really that much music. Like, it's a weird thing to say, but there wasn't that much music. We didn't have record labels and radios, and just like it was just like, nah, like there was like big band and everybody listened to it. But then rock and roll came around, and then you started to get this like TV and radio, essentially. You started to get this divergence between generations. You know, rock and roll, they wanted different music. It was rebellious, it was new, and the Beatles kind of they rode that wave, basically. You know, rock and roll was doing that, Elvis was doing that, Bob Dylan was coming in, like folk music was really starting to kind of branch out and get really like political, so then you had the big disagreements between the generations. And then the Beatles they took it one step further, and they were like, okay, but like, and the technology as well. The technology suddenly, like wall of sound. Like it used to be, you turn on the microphone, the band plays their thing, and you cut, that's it. But once they discovered a way to add multiple instrument tracks and have them all layered over each other, the wall of sound, like that completely changed the complexity of music. So the Beatles were there just at that time. Cultural influences, you know, there was a humongous, just like, you could just call it like Eastern, almost like fetishism, you know, like it became like a really humongous thing in the 60s. They started adding in different instruments that nobody had mixed together before. They started adding Eastern and Western elements together. Nobody had done that before, which is weird to think now. Like just the idea of like getting a sitar in a room with a guitar, that was like, what? No one's ever done this. So no, it was yeah, right place, right time, for sure. For anyone who missed it yesterday, that was the Bell of Mindfulness. I feel weird, kind of silly saying it every time, but it is a thing. It's a nice thing. Every time we hear the bell, we just take a minute, just take a second to just kind of breathe, just kind of check in with your body, see if you got any tension you want to let go of. Just take a second, just take a little breather. It's a fun thing. It's a mindfulness thing. Look up the conspiracy theory of the Beatles' everyday chemistry hoax. It's a fun one. Yeah, I will. Send me a link or something. I will forget, but that sounds fun. Jamar, what's up? What'd you think of the Dune Part 3 trailer? I didn't watch it. It's hard for me to start getting excited about that when it's coming out like December, right? I just don't even want to. It's just too far. I don't even want to watch the trailer. However, I don't remember if I've talked about it on stream, but I really do like Dune. I wanted to read the books forever, just forever and ever. Obviously, I should have brought more hamburger steaks. I got one more. I saw the first 2 movies, and I really, really liked them a lot more than I thought I would. And then I read the first book, and golly, I loved the heck out of it. A lot more than I expect. And it's funny because I was like, oh no, I waited so long to like get into Dune. But then I read it and I realized that it was really perfect. Like it came to me exactly when it needed to. I don't know, it was the right time in my life where I feel like I ended up appreciating it more than I would have, you know? So yeah, I've not seen the trailer yet. I don't know if I will. Maybe later. But I'm sure it's gonna be cool, because the first 2... Very, very good. Just all the themes and everything, you know? Just... Yeah, just where I am in my life. I just thought it was extra cool. I probably got other stuff to catch up on. Hank Hill. Kind of like the Beatles before they went to India. It's really funny because that is a thing. Like, that absolutely is a thing. They took a trip to India and learned about sitars, and they came back and suddenly they were like enlightened, you know? They just like, they really just, they had a mission, and they brought a lot of Eastern philosophy, ideals, music, overall just culture. That is a thing. Scientician, my calculus exam just got graded. I got 100%. Dude, good job. Good job. Fantastic. Go you. Athea, what's up? Oh, the game concept. Tell me your game concept. And also, thank you for the super. You're amazing. Pikmin-like. I like it already. Cat Wizards. I love it already. Turn-based. All right, I'm down. When Cat Wizards divide the creature number of each, decide what skills are usable both in and out of battles. Cleanse corrupted clouds with creatures. Name. Torrential Auroras. I like it. I will back it. You show me, give me the link to the Kickstarter. I'm there. Pikmin-like Cat Wizards. That all sounds great. That's cool. Yeah, I like it. It is like just immensely fun coming up with game concepts. Like I just love it. You know, I don't know if I'll ever be in a place where I could make a game or fund the creation of a game or anything, but a guy can dream, because just coming up, just cooking up the concepts. So much fun. I could do it all day. I could genuinely do it all day. I've been wanting to do, ooh, bunch of gold. I've been wanting to do like, no! Just like game concept streams. I think that could be pretty fun. I think that would be really fun. But yeah, keep working on it. Keep designing it, you know? Just like write it, even if you're never gonna make it. It's like writing a book, you know? Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get this published and become famous someday, but like, it's a good exercise, a good creative exercise. It's good for you. Thank you for sharing. Dune is awesome. The audiobooks got me through a whole year of full-time factory work. Wow. Yeah, that sounds really intense. Yeah, I'm still debating if I want to... Because like, with books, you could go both ways, where, like, there's something to be said for reading it first and something to be said for, like, watching it first, and you never really know which is going to be, like, the better one. Like, in this case, I'm kind of glad I watched the movies first and then read the book and got, like, the deeper... whatever, the deeper experience. That was enjoyable. But now I'm like, do I want to do that again for the next one, or do I want to read the next Dune book before I see the movie? Because, you know, it's good to read it first, but then I'm kind of like, the whole movie, I'm like, judging it, like, based on how accurate it is. Like, oh, they went there instead. So I think I may go with the movie first again. Iron table, why is that in this, like, church pedestal? The holy iron table. I've hit a lot of this mountain. I guess there's a lot I kind of haven't. I'm almost out of juice, though. Almost out of my hamburger steaks. Ooh, good thing I didn't miss that one. I've only got a little hamburger juice left. All these glowy rocks. Bunch of rope. Why does this feel like Bonanza? Because it basically is. Okay. How much do I have? What have I gotten? Got a lot of black rock. Good. Very good. Lots of that. I'm gonna need lots of that. Athea, I actually do plan to start with a book, as it's going to be silly, but story-based. The main wizard is based on my cat, Misty. Hope I learned game development enough, but excited to try. That's great. Yeah, start with the book. That's a really good way to do it. Like a multimedia thing. Yeah, start with, like, the story. Write a story out of it, because then that'll, like, help kind of inform the game creation process. You know, you establish your world. All of the important, like, creative themes. That's cool. I've just been dying for, like, a big creative project like that. I wish I had more time. Just make a world, you know? Always wanted to just make a big world, a big fantasy world. I have loads of ideas. Loads and loads. But I've never, like, you know, sat down. I mean, I've kind of come close. I have written stuff. Like, I've written a couple of novels. Not like super polished, perfect ones, but I do have a little fantasy series. I wrote two novel drafts. I have number 1 and number 2. Maybe someday I'll finish those up. Probably not, but all right, I'm definitely wasting my hamburgers. Hitting all this stuff that's not iron and gold. More gold. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, that was the last one. That's it for mistakes. Oh, yeah, I didn't look and see, what have we got? 42! It's all right. It's not as much as I was hoping for, but it's enough for what I need. Which is, at this time, to, complete the Pokemon Center. Then I gotta wait till tomorrow. Oh, that's a pain. That is such a pain. Yeah, Dream Island ended up being pretty cool. Obviously, if I brought more steaks and stuff, I could get more. I mean, I don't need that much. I can't even get that one? Really? I guess not. Yeah, you can go to these, like, once a day. So, like, I could literally just come back tomorrow. Got a lot of cotton spores. Can finally bring some of those to Hoppip and perhaps even get Hoppip to stay in my town. That's cool. I guess technically if there's a frying, or if there's a, what would it be? A frying pan? If I could craft a frying pan and get more hamburger steaks. I need one of these. Give me that. I'm looking for those. Sun one? Or do they change based on the weather? I don't know. Whatever. Let's go home. I want to head back. I'm hearing people say Tinkaton builds tomorrow things in an hour. Huh. Perhaps. Perhaps this is true. Right now, they're working on the big building, but I guess it'll just take forever to get them over there. It's almost, almost rather wait a day. Rather wait an entire day than lead Tinkaton like all the way over to the Pokemon Center and then back. You change the cast form by interacting with it. Ah, okay. I did make more gondolas. I filled out a bunch of them. I can pretty much go wherever I want. It's pretty cool. Oh, now I need to smelt the gold? I could probably, yeah, probably do more, conveniently placed furnaces. I just don't care to. I just go and I just have like my couple of furnaces I just run back to. It's easy enough. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. Get out of here. You get out of here. Get out of here with that one. This kind of jokes always make me think of like it's an episode of the anime. Ash's voice comes in. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. It's the episode where they figure out how to smelt stuff, and they use like Score Bunny. Got a bunch of copper. That's good. Now I need gold. Sorry to make you work all day, every day, always. But yeah, can you just keep working, please? Thanks. I mean, they love it. They love it. Who doesn't love a job, you know? You wanna feel useful. Just smelting ore all day long. Makes me sing a happy song. Dampened dry dirt. Did I? Oh, while I was standing here, the last piece of dirt got dampened. I mean, hey, I may as well make more steaks. I'm sure they'll come in handy. I don't know, man. Yeah, just a bunch. One episode of the anime started with Misty accusing Ash of eating 2 cheeseburgers, and Ash was like, I did not, I ate 5. Awesome. Make salads first? Why? I don't need the salad. I barely cut anything. I barely cut nothing. You know what? I had the same thought about Pal World. I know that game was only a couple years ago. I don't know how long they've been working on this, but I thought the same thing. Pal World comes out, and what's one of the best things about Pal World is that you get your little creature friends to, like, help you do stuff around your base. Oh, I need a fire guy to run the furnace. And that's, like, what this game does, because it was such a good idea. So, yeah, no, I definitely, I noticed that myself. Just to have them. I did notice. A recipe for better steaks? Yeah, does that mean they, like, last longer? I'd take it. For sure. Bentley Rayford, what's up? My friend, my lovely friend. Hey, Arlo, huge fan of your content. I love listening. Love your discussions. Question. I will answer your question. Do you think Pokopia is the start of more positive conversations surrounding the Switch 2? I don't know. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to predict the conversation and how it's going to go. We really are in just like an overwhelmingly negative age of not even just Nintendo and Pokemon, but just kind of everything. Like, just the internet is just like a bad place to talk about stuff, more so than ever. So I really don't know if this is going to be the start of some... I mean, obviously, like... If the games get better and people have fewer reasons to complain, then I think just naturally that's going to mean... Because, yeah, like, Pokemon really put out some messed up games during the Switch generation. So, like... Every time they put out a game that's just good, you know, doesn't stir the pot quite as much. So I think probably... If this is good, and if Winds and Waves ends up being good, then, like, yeah, I think, But as far as, like, Switch 2 discussion, I think it could be. I think it's a lot easier to feel down on the Switch 2, and for the quote-unquote hate grifters, they have more fuel when there aren't that many games to play, because they can keep deluding themselves into thinking that the Switch 2 doesn't have any games and is never going to have any games and is doomed, you know? Like, that whole... Like, I was talking about that on Topic Arlo recently. People in, like, the Tomodachi Life Direct being like, is this all Nintendo's got? They're cooked. It's like, yeah, no. No, this is not all they've got. They're not cooked. The Switch 2 is going to be just fine. Going to be plenty of good games for it. So it's going to be harder and harder for those people who make those, like, bad faith arguments. You know, and people who are just kind of victims to the recency bias. You know, like, yeah, the beginning of a generation can sometimes be a little bit slow. Takes a little time to build up steam. They won't have as many arguments, like, once we get more games. So, like, yeah, Pokopia is an absolute hit, you know. We had Mario Kart, we had DK, and since then, Pokopia is the first, just like, oh yeah, this is just an incredible game that you can only play on Switch 2. So, yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then eventually we'll get a 3D Mario, eventually we'll get a Zelda, and everything, and we'll get Smash, and we'll get an original Animal Crossing, yada yada. What is, okay, not to derail the conversation, but, and I almost don't even want to say it, because I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole right now, but just to throw the idea out there to get everyone thinking about it, what is Animal Crossing going to do to respond to Pokopia? Because the more I play Pokopia, the more I just kind of feel like this is... I don't want to fall victim to recency bias. You know, you first start playing a game, that hype is, like, never going to be greater than it is right now. Maybe later I'll feel differently. But right now, what I feel is that this game is Animal Crossing, but, like, 10 times better. Like, it's just... It does everything I love about Animal Crossing, and so much more. It is true that they're different. They're different. But personally, I feel like Animal Crossing is going to have to respond to this game. It's, oh. You can do it, yo. It's funny because it's kind of like when you have a series that is away, and each time you create a new entry in the series, you kind of have to iterate on that. There is only so much that Animal Crossing can change from title to title, and I think that kind of, it is a good thing in a way, but it also is limiting, because here, when you have a game that is inspired by a game, but it's new, so they can add anything they want. They can change anything they want. They can take all the best elements and then throw in a bunch of other great elements and get rid of the elements that don't work, and suddenly you have something where, yeah, like this. It's, in a lot of ways, it's very different from Animal Crossing, but then in a lot of ways it's very similar. But they were able to make any game they wanted, because this was brand new. So so you look back at Animal Crossing, and it's like, man, you're like stuck in the Stone Age. You know, like you're stuck in your Animal Crossing mud. That's an extreme way to put it. It's not like absolutely true. I just mean like this is just so fresh and expansive. It really does make the idea of Animal Crossing be like, wow, yeah, you really are, you're on your little Animal Crossing track. You have to like stay on that track. And I'm not even saying necessarily that like they should suddenly make Animal Crossing super different. I don't even know what the answer is. I just think it's just a fascinating thing. I want to ride on top of you. Can I do that? I just think it's just a really interesting thing to think about. Report from Arlo. Animal Crossing is doomed! Okay, what am I doing? I'm waiting for gold ingots. Stop falling. Okay, that ends now. How many times do I gotta fall in that hole? There we go. Did I put one in. That's funny. That's funny. Why did anyone tell me? Did nobody notice I screwed that up? I'm sure there was one person. I just couldn't see their comment. No! Thank you, Jacob. That's very kind of you to say. Okay, so now I'm actually waiting for those ingots, and it's gonna be a bit. Oh yeah, I can go and check out the progress of my big old building and see what the next step is. If we get a Switch 2, I think a Switch 2 edition for Smash is still on the table. I don't anticipate more DLC though. I don't think it'll get any new content. I would hope they would just include the DLC. If they were going to charge extra for a Switch 2 edition, at least include the DLC, but knowing them, probably not. Yes, Dratney. Good talk, good talk. More concrete. Never have too much concrete. Yeah, I had a lot of limestone. And I just threw it all in there to make concrete. Now I got a lot more concrete than I could ever need. I say that. I'm probably going to need a bunch of it. Yeah, there's my building. They're working on story 2 now. Let's go check them out. Check out the progress. And I built platforms all over the place. That's a wrap. I think you need to experience ego death while gaming to truly enjoy a game. No, I think I've said it before, but that happened to me when I played that watermelon game. And I combined 2 watermelons. That was my ego death gaming experience. Just like, I lost my sense of self. Everything just fell away. And I felt pure rapture. The dopamine waterfall of combining 2 watermelons. And then I immediately deleted the game because that was all I wanted from it. That was all I wanted from it. Yeah, the Suiki. It was like a Suiki game ripoff. It was like one of the, because apparently the original was on Switch and there was a mobile version, but all the reviews said it was really buggy. So I just played one of the ripoff ones that I had seen on an ad, and it was great. I had a great time. Yeah, and then I just wanted to combine 2 watermelons, and then I did, and my eyes rolled back in my head, and I lost consciousness. For one moment, I had a bird's eye view of, like, the infinite universes, and then I came back and deleted the game and went on with my day. All right, what are we gonna need for the 4th floor? A bunch of fancy stuff. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm glad you fed me the answer. It's a really clever way to get all of, like, the previous NPC Pokemon to come. Different theme for each floor. It's cool. I don't need a Matang. I got plenty of paper. We got loads of paper. Whiteboard, jumbled cords, laptop, and table. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could use a Matang, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll go and get the Pikachu. Let's do it. Matang. It's pronounced Metng. Makuda. One of these days, I'm going to come back and get the environment level up to 5 here. One of these days. Bang, zoom. Straight to level 5. It's so peaceful here. I never want to leave. Don't ever make me leave. I'm so glad that they can follow. Like, I love this game. There's like, I've just played so many games that like ask you to do something that's annoying. So it's almost like I'm surprised when there's not a problem. And yeah, leading someone somewhere. Like, when is that not a problem? I'm surprised that I don't have to lead the Pikachu all the way to the gate, like the proper gate, and just manually take them there. Because so many other games would be that way. No, I could just fast travel and it'll just come with me. What are you doing making a Honeymooners reference? Well, see... Well... I have heard it said that it's not as much of a thing anymore, where like the newer generations are having a harder time being exposed to the ideas of the older ones. But back when media was a lot more, I don't know, what homogenous, you know? It was just like, the music you listened to was the stuff on the radio. The TV you watched was on the TV. There were so many fewer things to watch, so like, my generation watched, especially like cartoons and stuff. We watched all the stuff that was made by the previous generation. So we were exposed to loads and loads and loads of like 50s and 60s media and 70s, you know, yeah, through like cartoons and sitcoms. So yeah, I never watched The Honeymooners, but I saw so much media that referenced it. There's so much stuff like that. We're like, no, I never saw it. I just know the references, you know? I saw that episode of Futurama. Bang, zoom, straight to the moon. Yeah, Nick at Night in TV Land. My generation is the last one to have fond memories of Gilligan's Island. Yeah, exactly. See, another example. The Pokemon, like right there, it'll just like warp it onto the pad. And if they don't hit the pad, the next one it'll just spawn another one. And they'll just follow you up immediately after. You don't have to like go back and forth. They don't have to wait for just everything. They make it easy at every step where any other game would have just not. It just wouldn't. I should have checked the materials to see if there was anything I could have brought back, but I'm sure I'll have to bring back stuff anyway. Bump in the Night! I loved Bump in the Night! I loved Bump in the Night. Such a good show. Yeah, Saturday morning, stop motion. Jim Cummings was Bumpy. I believe Rob Paulson was Squishy. Such a good show. There are a couple of references I like still think of. Like whenever someone says they have needs, there's that whole song. He's got needs. The bump's got needs. Yodelole-hee-ho. Squishington. Yeah. Squishy was his nickname. Such a good show. Yeah, not to go on the whole entire thing, but like anybody who grew up just being able to like look at shows on streaming platforms and pick whatever you want, like there was a real magic to just catching stuff on TV. To waking up early on a Saturday morning and it was just whatever cartoons were there and you just watched the whole block and it was so much fun. Okay, we need glass. I got it. Concrete. I got it. Paper. I got exactly enough. I need some bricks. To be fair. Easy peasy. No problem. I thought it was going to start getting into the weird rare stuff, but I guess I've just been, like, making a bunch of this. Bricks. Yeah, I can make bricks. No problem. I can make bricks. Someone around here can make bricks. I may even have some bricks just chilling somewhere. Oh, I gotta, like... that. Oh, good. They're like already here. Okay, so I gotta go get them. Rookity, Dratini, Sprigatito, and Flyman. I'm not gonna remember. When I close the menu, I just forget immediately. Yep, I already forgot. Sprigatito was one. And Rookity was one? Where did the... What do you... Dude. Yeah. Get out of that hole, man. I'm going with you. Vulpix, make me some bricks. Was Dratini one of them? Can someone... Dratini, yeah. Those are just suggestions. So as long as they don't have little abilities that are needed, can I really just pick any Pokemon? No, don't follow me. That was an accident. I don't know how to say this, but we should split up. Look at this! Dratney? Is it bricks? I could use 10 more bricks. Darn. Okay, so I can just grab... I'm gonna need more bricks than that, though, so I need to find another... Unless I did just put away some bricks. I don't think I did. I feel like I try to keep crafting material on me, like, all the time. I did finally spend some Pokemetal on some big boxes. Yeah, I don't know if I have another fire... Oh, here's an Arcanine. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I may need to go somewhere else and find someone else to make bricks. I don't think I have another fire person. But I also just need a fourth anybody, right? Hey, anybody. Literally any Pokemon. You. Bird. Electrical bird. Come build a building with me. Sorry, I misspoke. Come build a building for me. Yeah, like they just take the next platform up like right away. No big deal. I love it. Yeah, you know what? If I can get this built fast enough, maybe I will bring the Tinkaton. Yeah, because in a little bit, I'll go back and get the gold ingots and then bring Tinkaton to the Pokemon Center and see if this is true, that it can make it go faster. I would certainly like that. Boom. Now we just need... Oh, I only need 10. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, we just gotta wait for... Vulpix. In the meantime... Actually, leave that there. Let's just make it right here. Make some more habitats. Fluffy, wuffy flower bed. How about another one? I assume I have more flowers. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not leaving room for the giant bed I'm gonna awkwardly plunk down. Actually, I have reached a point now where, like, I can't just easily fulfill their requests. They'll be like, I want sour food. I'm like, what? And then I look it up and, like, there's one sour food and it's like a berry I've never seen before. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not doing that. I want a toy. What kind of toy? A sharp toy. What do you mean a sharp toy? Now I gotta, like, see, I gotta look up a guide that says what the sharp toys are. So yeah, I've not been making anyone happy. Too lazy. Too lazy to mess with any of that. Okay, do you need a lepa berry? I got a lepa berry. I got loads of them. I'll give you 10. I can awkwardly craft a bed and just, like, jam it right next to your bed of flowers. I could make you a stool. Does that sound good? A stool? I got a stool on me. Yeah, the descriptions are vague. I think for the most part, this game is pretty good about, like, not hiding things. Okay, well, there's a lot of secret stuff, and that part is good. But when it comes to, like, yeah, like what flavors the food are, yeah, don't, or like the types of toys, just have it. This is a sharp toy. Yeah, these tenants are too demanding. Ditto landlord. How is them bricks coming along, buddy? How goes it? How much longer? Almost halfway there. All right. In that case, I'll go and I will grab the gold. Even though I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to wait till I can get Tinkaton over here. But I'll go grab it. I assume there's 10 by now. Yeah, you want a block of dirt with grass on top? I'll hook you up. Any kind of just random rock or dirt, man. I'll take care of you. You will want for nothing. If what you want is dirt. That is not enough gold. I guess gold takes, maybe it takes longer than the other ones. Darn. That Honeymooner's quote is almost 100 years old, by the way. I made that same joke yesterday. I made a Mr. Ed reference. And I was like, yeah, that reference is probably almost 100 years old. Maybe like 80-something. Alex DeBears fan. Da Bears. There's a good reference for you. How's it going, Arlo? You know what? It's going well. It's going well. Especially now that your username made another nostalgic reference that makes me feel like a kid again. Da Bears. Do I have anything in the other smeltery, as they're called? No, I'm doing rather well. I'm having fun. Still, no, nothing. Still kind of neglecting. I should put some gold in there too. I put it all in the other one. Oh well. Still kind of neglecting my other work. In GL. I want to get through the game so much. I want to do the review. I don't want to be late. I do not want to be late with this review. I want to start working on it pretty soon. So I really need to get a good idea. So I've been kind of like, yeah, there's other videos I need to get rolling, and I have just been doing this because it's fun. That's the thing. I can stream it. You guys like seeing it. I like doing it. This place just ends. So does that go somewhere? It does. I didn't notice that. Better eat some nummy steak. Oh. I love all the little shortcuts. I really do. It's really fun. Very Dark Souls. Pretty much Dark Souls. I like beans. You make hamburger steaks out of them. So I like them. Yeah, there's probably loads of stuff I could be doing here. Yeah, okay, so I'm supposed to... I should just make a little... Yeah, I had the idea to make a house closer. But I should probably just do it here. Lost relic, large, 3 posts, and a pedestal. I imagine I could probably find that stuff around here. Any posts around here? Anywhere? This game has cloud save worlds that you and your friends can all log into whenever, even when you're not online. Really? Is that a thing? You can just have like a world that just kind of exists that anyone can get into? Because yeah, that's exactly what we're always like hoping for, that kind of... Whoa, this is cool. In, yeah, like Nintendo games and like Animal Crossing and stuff. And that's always just like a pipe dream. Okay, yeah, that's, if that's true, that's amazing. Alright, I'm gonna find some of those poles. I could probably craft them. Probably rather easily. See, it's a space room in the museum. I could also use a large relic. Those are usually hiding all over the place, right? Grab the purple box. Rare item you want. Where? Where was it? Is it in the space room? I'm bad with color. Purple is... my eyes. I got the color blind. Blue and purple is one I really struggle with. In the audio room. Okay. I'm red-green weak. So I have a hard time seeing the red in the purple. Ooh, it's a cool room. Is this the box in question? Yep, definitely taking that. Definitely taking that one, yeah. Alright, I don't see any poles around here. Relics are gonna be elsewhere. Arlo is clearly blurple. Yeah, see, if I were purple, I wouldn't even know. Is this the way I came? This must be the way I came. Yep, got distracted away from the gimme ghoul thing, sorry. That's that. Too distracted now. Yeah, I think this is probably... Yeah, I've done this. For I am now here. What was that long enough to get some more ingots? It is! It was! Ooh! So I got the gold, that's for the Pokemon Center, and now I go back to the Vulpix to get the bricks. How many hours do I have in this game? I want to say it was like 20-something. Yeah, whoa, jump scare. I didn't know we were playing Resident Evil 9 here. I didn't realize this was Resident Evil Requiem. Stinking Gengar in a box. Scared the daylights out of me. It's pretty much just like nighttime inside of me right now. You scared all that daylight out. You still waking? Oh yeah, it's not 1-to-1. So we still got clay, but I got the bricks. Yeah, I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's here. I don't know we were playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Know what I'm saying? I didn't know this was Slender the Arrival. Yeah! $12.53. All right. Was it an hour? It is an hour indeed. Good. Now what do we do? What was the... Can't remember. What was the request for Team Rocket? No, that's right. I can't do the Team Rocket thing until I rebuild the Pokemon Center and spawn the recipe. Apparently, when you build it, it's just like sitting right outside the door for the office table. I mean, maybe there are 4 office tables in this office. Maybe I could just find them there. But yeah, can't do the Team Rocket. Office desk or whatever. I see a bunch of people. Slender Man, you taking me back? Yeah, that was one of my first Let's Plays. Yeah, Arlo played Slender. Super scary. Yeah, I have no doubt that there are office tables. I think I don't feel like going and looking for them, though. But really, that means I don't know quite what I'm doing. If I'm just waiting for the building to be builded, then perhaps I do need to find something to do. Something new to do. There are a bunch of other... You know what? I found a thing. I found a Pokemon that needed something, and I am blanking on what it was. I should probably just go... Oh, it's probably in my requests. I could probably just look at that, huh? What's over here? Too much to find. Too much. I found a Gyarados down there. He's like my friend now. He wanted some bread. He wanted a clam chowder bread bowl from San Francisco. So I got him one of those. wanted to get a bread bowl and go watch one of those silver guys, the street performers, and they paint themselves like a robot. That was fun. I wanted to go to Alcatraz, and I was like, eh. I already went when I was like 10. I don't want to pay for the ferry ride. I've already been up here, haven't I? Yeah, I have. Yeah, let me see. It was, oh, it's Poliwrath. Right, elevator. I didn't have any, ladders. That was it. Oh, but where was that Poliwrath? Was it there? Because that's a building. Is there like a thing where it'll point me to him? Info. No, show me where it is. Point me to him. Cute. I don't have any Porygons. They're all still Porygon. Did I just pass a rare berry tree? Is it the one with the asper? Because I need that. Because it is sour. Oh, did I leave it behind? You have to ask Alakazam about it as your next step. Oh, I did that already. I got Alakazam, and I think I may have even crafted the elevator. I just didn't, I didn't know how to stick it on. I'm still not 100% sure how that works. But right now, the real problem is just not remembering where Poliwrath was. But I see some stuff that wants to be punched. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh, I tried out mouse mode, by the way, briefly. No, it's pretty great. Yeah, it is nice. It really does expand your reach by like a weird amount. Like a really, really weird amount. Elevator behind the big building. When you say big building, do you mean that one? So cool. This game is cool. There it is. So yeah, ladder needs to be connected. Yeah, it's connected. Any Pokemon with an active quest will show on your map. That's the kind of that's the real answer right there. That is wisdom. Oh, come on. You're gonna make me climb up there manually? You are cruel. I can't do it. I'm just a little ditto. Just a little guy. Oh, yeah. When me and that Gyarados went to San Francisco, he taught me this. So there is an elevator here. What is he talking about? Why do I need to build an elevator? Slouching again. I just love slouching. So it's a different elevator? I thought this was the one. Take this one down and cross the bridge. All right. Is that a bridge? Does that count as a bridge? It must. I accidentally gave Abra the fancy spot Alakazam was probably supposed to be in. You don't seem like a meanie. Can I get you a Lepa berry? Decoration. I can do decoration of some kind. What do we got? You get a mushroom streetlight. It's always a mushroom streetlight. I always got some of those around. There you go. Boom. How's that? I did. Worked really hard on it. No, okay. I already have the platform and the Alakazam. Here? So it really does just go along ladders. It's a lot simpler than I thought it would be, for some reason. Is that right? Something in the way. Sorry, every time. Back one? Is that right? Okay, well that was that. That was easy. Imagine having infinite IQ, but you still can only learn what you witness, and you only have a book on elevators. Yeah, that is very funny. This is so cute. I wish I could see the Poliwrath, but just the whole thing where you like manually ride the elevator and look out the window. It's very, very cute. Elevators rule! Oh yeah, I forgot. He was gonna teach me something. Ooh, ooh, I'm excited. Oh! Very rad. Rad indeed. As long as all the stuff is right here. Strength rocks and hanging scrolls. Well, yeah. Yeah, I think I can make that happen. It's gonna be tough. It is gonna be tough, but I think I can make it work. No. Wrong. The problem with the big inventory is every time I pick something up, I kind of like... No, not there. Was it there? There it is. Wait, which side was it on? Does it matter? Poliwrath, you couldn't have done that. You couldn't have worked that out yourself. I nudged the furniture for you. Teach me. You said you'd teach me. You said you'd teach me a thing. You said you'd teach me how to fight or something. Right? Didn't he say that? Oh, no, you're not wrong. I should sort more often. I definitely should. I just... don't. There you go. Yeah, it's a lot better. He said that he was going to teach me a move. I thought he taught me never to trust. Yeah, that's right. No, dude, you told me. Yeah, it taught me how to get... Am I wrong? Did anyone... I could have sworn when I was talking to him last night, he kept being like, yeah, come up to the dojo. I'll show you something. I'll teach you something in the dojo. He said that. Didn't even hold the door open. He just walked right away. What a jerk. Just did a lot of work for him. I was really excited. Oh, well. Ooh, what's up there? Yeah, it taught me that the world is a cruel place sometimes. Life is not fair. Speaking of which, Malcolm in the Middle is getting a thing. You guys see that? That's pretty exciting. Ooh, cake room. Do I still have any juice? No. Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle, they're doing like a little mini series. There's a trailer for it and everything. No, like it's legit. Like there's a trailer. You can watch it right now. It looks good. These are cake blocks. You gotta eat a hamburger. You gotta eat a hamburger so you can eat the cake block. Get the cake blocks. And then you gotta find the special NPC Mewtwo that opens up a bakery. And he's like, I'm done being a brooding, genocidal Pokemon. I just want to make cake. And you bring all the cake blocks. You bring the cake rocks to him. Oh, where to now? Did I go up that one? No, Mewtwo would never work a 9 to 5. Mewtwo always got to do his own thing. But I could definitely see him starting his own business, you know? Boy, I wonder what you do with Mysterious Stone, because there is a lot here. This is probably like another Hitmonchan kind of... I don't know. You are right. More realistically, Mewtwo would be a CEO. All right, let's get out of here. Let me out. There. Yeah, I've never fallen off before. I mean, it's gonna happen one of these days. Have I been down here? If only there were electricity. Yep, I think I'm gonna finally find out what happens when you fall. I think it's probably just gonna put you back up on the... Yeah, exactly. I'm never gonna trust Poliwrath again. I would love it if it just dropped me down on one of the previous towns. It did not. That's probably it trying to encourage me to make an elevator, right? That's probably what it's trying to do. And I didn't make enough ladders, never mind. I won't play your little game. I won't let you manipulate me. Okay, so the big building is not going to be done for another, like, half hour. That really is kind of the main thing I'm doing right now. You lose all items. So what even should I do right now? I think I've already been around to my vegetables. I think I've already watered veggies. I could go back to Rocky Ridges and try to get some Pokemon happy. Let's do that. I'd really like to get to level 5. Something is cosmically funny about looking at the game, giving you good game design hints at what to do, and going, you can't manipulate me. You can't... We established this yesterday. I'm a wild horse. You can't tame me. You can't keep me in a cage. You can't tell me where to go. You can throw a horse in the water, but you can't make him like it. What do you want? It better be something easy. Something really easy. A toy. A regular toy. I've got toys. I got loads of toys. Let me give you a toy. Food. Food. Oh yeah, it's like sorted now. Oh, I gotta go to Hoppip. I should do that. I don't want to give you those toys. Those are too nice. You get a flat screen TV. Why is a step stool a toy? I don't know, but you get a step stool. Congratulations. Happy Christmas. Come here. Come here, step stool? I don't know what to say. I feel like I don't deserve this. I feel like I don't deserve. It's too nice. Decoration, lots of nature. Lots of nature is a category of decoration. Is a sandbag, is that lots of nature? Does that count? Oh, I did have a ladder. It was just made of wood. Lol. I'm lolling at that. Okay, a nature-related decoration. Can think of some. Yeah, furniture miscellaneous. Why is decoration? Oh, by type. What? Why can't I sort by decoration? Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. A wreath. Yeah, take one of my sticks. You got it. I need them all level 5 for the end game. I kind of suspected as much. I kind of imagined that it was going to do that. Make them all at least level 5, kind of like as a baseline. Got that thing you wanted. Does that count as lots of nature? Heck yeah, that's good. I have already helped 2 whole people. 2 entire pocket monsters. Thank you, mood disorder owl. What do you want? Cooked bread dog? Warmer. You live, here? You live in the flowers. You want it warmer. I know just what to do. I know just what to do. I will use all of my materials and my know-how to craft a campfire. And then I will interrupt Score Bunny. To come and set it on fire. Yes, I think your field of flowers could use an eternally burning fire. I think that's a great idea. Sick 'em! Sick 'em! Scorbney did it. Now back to work. Thanks for doing that job. Back to work. Oh yeah, I have no doubt the post game is gonna be like the real game. Yeah, I'll just do one more thing. If you place a pot or a pan on top of a campfire, it doesn't go out even in the rain. Really? I didn't think about how the rain would put it out. So here, how about a garbage can? 2 copper ingots. Ah, fine. Oh, I hope it didn't go out. Did it go out already? Do I need to get Score Bunny again? Don't be out. I assume he'll stop being happy. Yeah, it went out. Totally did. Awesome. He says he's still happy. He's not still happy. All right. Cooked bread dog needs it warm again. Then he and raw bread dog can frolic and play. Yeah, it's a wet bread dog is what it is. A block would have worked. Yeah, all right. This looks nicer. Cooked bread dog deserves nice things, too. It's definitely not because I just didn't think of it. You didn't know there's a bread dog Pokemon? There's 2 bread dog Pokemons. Look. Raw bread dog lives in there. I don't know if he's in there right now. No. Yeah, I guess I don't know where raw bread dog is right now. No one's partying in the rain. My unnecessary Clefable statue got built. Oh, raw bread dog is probably in the mines. You know how bread dogs are. Can't get them away from dark, dangerous places. Okay, so that's a couple of packet monsters are happy now. Bonds. What does Bonsley want? Yeah, sour food. I don't have any sour food. Doberman. That would have been good. Why didn't they call it Doberman? What about you, party frogs? What do you want? They'll say you want it drier. All right. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Okay. Dry flavors. Get out of here. Get out of town. Dry would be wheat. Do I just give it wheat? Like, will it just eat the raw wheat? I don't know what, like, water frogs... I don't know what they like. Or do I have to, like, cook something with the wheat? I'm gonna just give them the wheat. You just crunch it up. You can add any item to their habitat, not the one they're asking for, if it fits their preference list. I forgot they have a preferences list. The request is just a hint system. You are so smart. You are so... Cave mushrooms would work, too. That is so smart. It's for you. I did not even think... So, how many times has the answer been, look in your darn menu? Just look in your darn menu. All the info is there. I will give you a decoration. I will do this. I think you're on this side? Yeah. Relaxation. Flowers, but they're just seeds. It's a toy. I don't have any decorations. You're gonna make me go make one. All the way over here. What a pain. I just give a customary bean to every Pokemon I see. Welcome to Pokopia. Here is your bean. There's raw Dough Dog. A decoration. What is a decoration? How about a mug? How about one mug? Should I just make a bunch of mugs for people who just want a decoration? Probably should, but I won't. Because that would be smart. Here you go, large party hat frog. The Beatles of dancing, as we established yesterday. Here's a cup. There's your cup. Enjoy cup. He's going nuts. Those dollar signs in his eyes? Alright, I want to say I was about 4.5, and I've made like 5 Pokemon happy. How much higher did that make it? Yeah, good by halfway there. So if I make like another like 5 or something, maybe bring up some iffies. Average. Why am I average? I'm easy to please. Diglett, Score Bunny. What did you want again? Food. You mean like a... You mean like a leper berry? That kind of food? No, not paint. Huzzah. Oh, yeah. That's like an actual quest. I don't want to do that. I could make bread with carrots. What do you... I want to say I read some lore, and I couldn't tell if it was suggesting that you just do carrots. Like, I would imagine you'd have to do wheat and carrots. Does anyone know, like, do I just put a bunch of carrots in there? Or is it like wheat and carrots to make carrot bread? Oh, I'd go for some carrot cake right now. It sounds so good. Wheat and carrots. Good. I will do 1 wheat and 2 carrots. Look in the menu. No! Carrot bread. You know, I forgot. You get like a freebie. If the Pokemon is with you, especially if they like help you cook it, they just like get some and you don't even have to give it to them. So I should have made him follow me. Someone left bread out in the rain. But I don't care. It's free. Don't complain. I wasn't slouching that time. I'm proud of myself. I was sitting up straight. Chan, the man official. How's it going? What's up, Arlo? I gotta ask. Big fat review of Tears of the Kingdom? Much love. Almost done. No joke. No joke. It is almost done. We're getting there. Right now, the problem is just finding the time to like fill in the last little bits. But yeah, Kane and I probably I was meant to do that this week. Next week we're going to be having we'll call it a meeting because that makes us sound more important. We're going to have a meeting, and we're going to figure out some of the last. He's got like a list of like little bits he needs help with, and we're going to work those out. And yeah, no, it's almost done. You found a 90s album, and one of the songs sounds like Metroid Prime, and I thought of you. Okay, send it to me. You must send it to me. And Andrial, please, my email address can be found in my social media profiles. Please email that to me. That sounds great. That's one thing I love about Metroid Prime. The soundtrack is just like the 90s, like early 2000s EDM sounds. So yeah, no, I'm all about that. Yeah, carrots do count as a spicy ingredient, don't they? Weird. It's a spicy carrot. Good. Good. Diglett Nor Date lives here. Oh, there he is. Darker. Okay. I could do... I forgot I still have all this. You get some... You want it dark? Here, I got dark for you. I'll make it. Can you not do that? I don't know how... I don't know how enclosed this has to be. If that's gonna count. Feel a little bad for this tree. I'm hoping that just like having a roof overhead. Whoops. Maybe that'll do it. Hey, there you go. It got darker and a lot uglier. Sweet. I don't have Spotify, but if you just send me like the name, I do YouTube music. I'm like the one person in the entire world that subscribes to YouTube music and not Spotify. Because you mix it with YouTube Premium and then you don't get ads too. I feel like that's the best deal. Personally. What a Larvitar. Oh yeah, Bonsley is like one of the really unhappy ones, right? Kind of hates its home. Yeah, I got some people who do YouTube Premium. That's good. Right, sour flavors. That's why. Because I don't got no sour flavors. Sweet. Okay, I had this... Tomato is sour? So, like, if I just give him a tomato? I looked up a thing, and I saw, like, a little picture someone had made, and I don't remember... I don't remember tomato being listed under sour, but I don't know if they're, you know... Everybody's still trying to figure out a lot of this stuff. Let me try. I'll give you a tomato. Yeah, a spareberry. I don't know where to find that. There's, like, no one place, apparently. Not a bean, that's wrong. No, it's mine. You can't see it, I was just showing it to you. Hooray! Okay, where are we at? Extremely close. That's probably 1 or 2 more. Yeah, Sudowoodo, not super happy. Where is Sudowoodo? Semi-trio. Where does he live? You know, I'm just gonna go straight to it. No, not that one. Go straight here. Is it by generation? I thought it was by generation. Gen 1 is there, but Sudowoodo's Gen 2. No, it's not by generation. It just kind of seems that way. Huh. Where is this man? Where is this tree guy? This one? Yes. I will use honey. I've never done this before. Yep, well, there he is. I was in Alaska. I ran here. Food? Regular food? Oh, I've got some news for you, pal. I got some news for you. You and you nom. Professor Tangrowth would love that. So, if I go into the Pocket Dex and see what else he likes, I can just kind of like... Stone stuff, hard stuff, lots of nature, wooden stuff, watching stuff, dry flavors. Wants it to be a dry habitat. What can I do something to... If I, like, block the... No. Like, will it be more dry if I, like, put a roof? Is that that's a trade Pokemon. That's strange. I didn't know that. Lots of nature and wooden stuff. So I could just... Watching stuff, hard stuff, stone. I'll go make, like, a stone thing and a nature thing. Like a stone furniture and a leaf furniture. I don't know, yeah. We're gonna do one of those, yep, we're gonna do a wreath. And something made of stone. That's a hard thing. I give a lot of graves out. Like, that Ditto guy is cool, but man, he really, like... Why did you just, like, keep gravestones on him when you ask for something? He just... Gravestone. Why does it look like that's not watered? I don't understand. It's just slightly morbid. My friend, if you thought that Lepa Berry was cool, you have no idea what is coming your way. You have no idea the wonders. Well, how do you make it, like, work, though? Oh, there we go. He saw it. Oh, he loves it. Oh, cute. Environment level increased. All right, you can still have this. You deserve it. Something in the way. I don't think that counted as his home. It's got to be... Just put on the tree. No. There we go. Boom, look at that. This is your day. Sometimes we just Sometimes things come up, Millhouse, man. This is your day. Yeah, look at it, look at it. He's too busy, staring really intently at that gravestone and wondering why I gave it to him. He's like, oh, cool, you got me a gravestone. What is the name on the gravestone, spirit? I daren't scratch off the snow. Scientician, what's up? Wait, Arlo, maybe I missed it, or you aren't talking about it because it's going to be a video, but Pikmin in the Mario Galaxy. I know I gotta do a video on that. I know I need to. It's ridiculous that I haven't. I heard about that. Yeah, there's a... Yeah, I heard about that. I'll definitely, I'll do it. Maybe soon. I don't know. I don't know. It is crazy, though. Yeah, that is crazy. What else says, you're my friend, like a personalized gravestone? Love it. I did it. I did it. Okay. Oh, no. Cool. A fine town indeed. I can't even tell you how much I love it when Tangrowth does that little wiggle dance. It's making me squee! I'm squeeing! That's what we did before pogging. We squeed. I don't want a refrigerator. What Pokemon? Who wants this? Yes, uncooked bread dog. What do you want? I should want to go for a treasure hunt. I don't want to, though. I don't care about any of you, because I hit level 5. You can go away. Forever. Just kidding. All right, well, the big building... I definitely should have been doing this. You know what? I should not ever have a smelting iron so fast free. I should always be making something. Should be making... I'm probably going to end up needing the rare ones. So let me do that. I assume I don't need Pokemetal fragments. I assume I just need to turn it into ore. So I'm just going to do that. Because it's going to ask me that for some big quest, and I'm not going to have any. I'm going to be like, oh, I got to wait till tomorrow. Is there any way you can make a compilation video of you doing Professor Tengro's voice talking about the aughts? Love all your references. I'm too lazy. I'm sorry. No way. That's the thing is, like, I really love the idea of doing, like, stream highlights, but, like, I don't want to do it. You know, it's the kind of thing that, like, a fan should do. It feels weird, like, grabbing my own highlights, you know? And it's also, like, just hours of stuff to watch. So, like, I don't want to do it. But I do like the idea of putting out, like, a compilation or something. It would be fun. It's just one of those things that I'd love to do, but it's just there's so much to do, you know? I keep forgetting to go to the Hoppip. Oh, the Hoppip was probably just in the Pokemon Center. Oh well. Also, I need to go. I'm gonna have another snack and coffee break. I can't go too much longer, so I definitely shouldn't take too long doing that. But you know what? After the, I'm gonna give the Hoppip these poofies, And then when I come back, the big building will be done being made. I think it said 12:53, and it is now 12:46. Got 17 vine ropes there? Wow. Oh, beans! I had to move that bench because every time I harvested these beans, I would pick up the bench and Hitmonchan would get super sad. Couldn't handle it anymore. You know, I may just have some corn chips and peanut butter. I just might. I want to talk to you. Isn't that how I, like, get Hoppip to, like, stay or something? Because I don't want any of this. Okay, I do want that. It's just a decoration? I can't wear it? I thought I'd, like, wear it. I want my backpack to be a flower backpack. Well, that's disappointing. That's really disappointing. You tried corn chips and peanut butter and it was all right? Nice. Very nice. Yeah, don't I need to, like, give the cotton spores to Hoppip and, like, does that make Hoppip stay? How do I talk to Hoppip not in the context of selling me stuff? The seeds bring in Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff, but the other items are for their specific habitats to get them faster. Too hard, I'm bored. Bored thinking about it. Make habitats with the Hoppip stuff. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna get a snack and some coffee. I'll be back very shortly, and then I can play for a little bit longer, and we will go and check out the finished building. And it will be fun. I will be RB. I am here. Apologies if that took a little longer than I wanted it to. I had to help a roommate. Came home with the groceries. But I'm here. You know what I did? I did end up eating corn chips and peanut. I did. Corn chips and peanut butter. It's good. I'm sorry. It's good. I did it on purpose. That's the second day in a row I've done it on purpose because I think it's good. And now I got my cup of coffee. You getting into Tame Impala? Yeah, I only very recently got into Tame Impala. It's good stuff. I know a lot of like longtime fans were kind of disappointed with the newest one, but I think it's good. Like, I get where they're coming from, but I think it's a great album. What's the corn chips and peanut butter thing? All right, well, bear with me. Are you taking notes? It's corn chips and peanut butter. You eat them together. And it's surprisingly good. I think it's surprisingly good. I like it. You dip them into peanut butter? Do they not just fall apart? No, corn chips are pretty... I'm not going to, like, soak them in there for a long time. But, you know, if you just dip in it... Or I just, like, squirt the peanut butter on top. Or just take a bite of peanut butter with one thing and take the chip with the other. Like, you know, it's... No, I mean, you know, corn chips are resilient. They're crunchy. Peanut butter is very fatty. It's not so wet that it's going to, like, soak, you know? Thanks for the rope. Thank you. When I said it yesterday, I got a lot of people being like, ew, no! So I always appreciate adventurous souls. Open-minded people. A playlist for the intermission music. It's in the description of the stream. You'll find the link. Northman, he does all my music stuff. And this is just the BRB and Starting Soon music is he just did an album of like KK Slider arrangements. It's really, really good. And it's all just on his SoundCloud or whatever. So, yeah. Building done. Building done. You played Lies of P. I loved it so much. No, you're not. You know, it's ridiculous that I haven't played Bloodborne yet. Like, you're completely... You're right. I've just been I'm like kind of savoring it. No, Lies of P is good though. Did I play blocking or dodging style? You know, I'm a panic roller through and through. I've never been good at parrying. So I dodged as much as I could, but there are some bosses in that game, mainly the finalist of final bosses. It basically required me to figure out how to parry it. But when I did, when I like met it where it was and I learned it felt incredible. It felt so good. That's the thing. Parrying is great when you can pull it off. It feels amazing. I'm just so bad at it. So yeah, mostly dodging, but yeah. I mean, I love the way they do it in Lies of P. It's awesome. Yeah, just like the whole system with blocking and just all of it. Really fantastic game. Easily the best non-FromSoft game style game that I've played. Not that I've played many. Should I buy this game if I know all the legendary Pokemons that are in the game? Spoiled myself. The legendary Pokemon that are in the game is like, I don't know, they're barely in the game. They make like cameo guest appearances. They don't even like, that's not even like one of the main things to enjoy about the game. So I would say that's, yeah, I wouldn't worry about that personally. No, I'm not going to do a top games of 2025. I just didn't play enough games in 25. I just barely played any games. So, like, the games that I played were the ones that I did reviews for, that I talked about in videos already. Thank you, G Night Music. I appreciate it. Fancy. Fancy pantsy. And I didn't even have to, like, I thought I was going to have to craft all that stuff. I was going to be like, oh, yeah, fancy wall. Craft 800. Do I know a lot about anime? I don't. I would say I know a little about anime, in fact. A very little amount. I'm like in the end game, aren't I? I just realized that was a really, really big, like end. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, I just realized that this little errand that I just finished is kind of like opening up the end game. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that on stream. I think yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll see if it reaches a point where I can break away and not go straight into it. But I guess for now, I'll just, okay. So no one's saying anything. But I feel like I've played enough Pokemon games now to know that there's like, okay, there's something weird going on. Whether it's the main story or a side quest. Something weird's happening. The answer is always just, there's a Pokemon doing it. There is a legendary or mythical Pokemon doing the thing, and you go, oh, it was that Pokemon that was behind it. This is not the final thing? Okay, good. So in this case, what I've learned about the story is that, and this, again, this may be sort of spoilery if you haven't played, like, at all, but it's in line with what the game, like, we know that the humans are gone. We know the world was destroyed. So what I've learned so far, based on, like, the lore and stuff, is just that it was weather. It was the weather turned bad. It was just like endless, repeated hurricanes. Something just made the hurricanes. Just happened and happened, and they knew it was happening, so they all had to escape. The humans went into space or something, and they put the Pokemon in hiding. So I'm expecting it to just be like, oh, it was a Pokemon. Oh, it's that guy. Oh, it's that Pokemon. He was behind, he just did it. The Pokemon did it. And that was what caused the hurricanes. And that's it. It was man. Turns out it was man. So that's my guess. I hope it's not as simple as that. I hope it's not just like, yep, up there was a Pokemon who made the hurricanes, and there he is. We just gotta be friends with him. I'm just gonna give him 10 Lepa berries. The real pocket monster was man. So yeah, I don't know. That's my guess, at least. I hope there's more to it than that. Two pop art sofas. Yeah, Poliwrath, I think we have other stuff going on right now. It's great that you still want to make this place pretty. But we kind of like... We kind of got a situation. I love that you're still thinking about the project. I love your passion. I think that's fantastic. It's just that, like, right now, we need to channel that energy into this, the giant vortex. Figuring out that whole thing. Okay, I've been told that this is not the end game, and so I will go up. The scary vortex. Turns out it's man. What the heck? What in the wild heck? What in the wild area heck? Should I cook here? No. Glowing, floating master ball. All right. Turn up my TV. Oh, sick! Yes! I love that guy! He is the CEO! He's in the Master Ball. That's so cool! Does that mean, like, canonically, Red caught him? Oh, I'm gonna give him so many Lepa berries. This is so rad. Can you believe Mewtwo's here? Oh, I hope he likes my town. This is like when you live in a really dirty house and you don't have things nice, but then you have like a guest who you really care about, and you're like, oh, ooh. I didn't think anyone was coming over. Ooh, it's gonna see. I didn't clean up. You're an odd ditto. Did you and your friends construct this building? I'm gonna voice Mewtwo as well, but that coincidentally he has the same voice as Professor Tangrowth. Yes, stuff everything into the junk closet. Quick! Why are there boxes everywhere? Did you and your friends construct this building? I see. I was concerned that humans might be using the power of their so-called science in unwise ways. Okay, we're really getting into the lore here. All right. Do you know what happened to the humans? Oh, man. No, be my friend. Live in a patch of grass. No, I want to give you Lepa berries. Aww. Hello, Ditarlo. Who did you find on the roof? Is it someone who remembers you the man now, dog? Please tell me they remember you the man now, dog. It was so funny. It's kind of hard to explain. It's really hard to explain what that was. I just need someone else who remembers. Yes, Carnivore? Is it something funny? No, it's good. You found Mewtwo. Astonishing. Were they terribly good looking? So, is it talking about the Team Rocket hideout, or... No, I really do have to wonder if there's anyone who rebuilt this building manually before doing the quest. I want, like, is there anyone out there who did that? Because, like, you could, just like with every other building, if you had the materials, you just keep crafting them. Anyone in my beautiful flower beds? No. Oh, yeah. Hammer person. What are you doing stuck in the wall? What are you doing stuck in the wall? I need you. Follow me if you can. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, good. I thought we were gonna have a problem. We finished the building and we left Tinkaton inside. The game doesn't let you destroy anything about the building before doing the quest. Yeah, this game is funny because, like, it's a little hard to, like, keep the player within, like, the confines of what you're supposed to do, like, before they can. And every once in a while, there will be something where they'll just have to, like, awkwardly... Like, they didn't want to program... Like, the Poliwrath thing. The Poliwrath, like, tells you how to... You have to put the ladders up. You have to connect them all the way. I connected the ladders, and it literally just stopped me from connecting the final one. They're like, okay, we could program a whole extra line of dialogue that the Poliwrath said, oh, what? You did it already? Or we could just stop the player from being able to fill in the last space. There is something elegant in the simplicity of that solution. I like it. Anyway, yeah, let's, boom. Boom. We need Dustgull and that guy. And then everyone tells me that the rest can just kind of be whoever. Which is really, really nice to hear. Because that's gonna... It's a lot easier. I mean, I kind of wish that if that's true, I wish I could just, like, send out a call and, like, any applicable Pokemon will just follow, you know? Or they'll just come get attracted to the building. Do we need one more? No, we need a bunch more. Oh, I need... Okay. No, it doesn't need to be that one. Yeah, you can't... If you've called one by holding up on the D-pad, you can't do that. You have to talk to the subsequent ones. Get all these particularly small and cute Pokemon to do this big building job. Decimate the Dream Island, it'll all disappear after today? Yeah, I guess I could. You've been able to get multiple using the D-pad? It's never worked for me. Like right there, I wasn't even like next to that Pokemon, and it still said goodbye instead of saying, follow me. Huh. Weird. Yeah, you're right. Tinkaton makes it just take an hour. That's great. That's really good to know. That's because I'm holding it. That's why. You tap the D-pad up to get them to follow you, and you hold it. Okay, there you go. Mystery solved. Thank you. That is going to help me. It will help me much. Alright, I got a little bit more time to do something or other. I do not remember what the next Team Rocket thing was. I think it was some stuff I didn't have yet. So I don't think it's gonna just, you know, it's not gonna lock me into the end game or anything, so may as well go check it out. Roommates never do dishes, am I right? What was it again? What did you want? Oh, no, I have these. And then, yes. That's why I was holding on to those. Office desks. So once the Pokemon Center's done, I can do the... And so then I assume I only have a couple more of these to fill. And I did the power one. I just made a couple of windmills up there. I suspected as much, but it was nice to get confirmation that, like, one energy source is not enough to, like there is an amount of power, because I connected the water wheel, and it was, like, 20 out of 50, so I had to do 2 windmills, too. You can get all the badges, and you'll still have a small thing left to do. Okay. And then one tiny post-game task that's right in front of you after credits. Good to know. Yeah, basically just waiting on... Oh, yeah. Okay, it was really funny. Earlier today I was playing, and, you know, we're always talking about how the path making is, like, really, really good. The Pokemon will just follow you. I finally had my first problem. It wasn't even a big problem. It was just like, oh, the Pokemon's having trouble following you, and I just went back and made it a little easier. But, like, in the game's defense, the first time I had a problem was when I literally asked a Magikarp to climb a mountain. That was when I was trying to build those windmills. And I asked Magikarp to come and climb a mountain for me. And that was when the game struggled a little bit. I'm like, all right. That's fair. It's completely fair. And even then, it wasn't actually a problem. I just broke like one block. You know what? Yeah, I'm probably gonna need the ore anyway. So yeah, I'll go back to the... I don't have anything else to do at the moment. I'll go back to the... Oh, I mean, well, no. I should be getting all my areas to level 5. I think I still need to do the beach. I was thinking of going back to the Dream Island, but I don't know if I don't need to, like, maximize it that much. Make sure to get everything. Hey, Barrel Hater 1. Welcome to the club. Welcome to our humble little gathering. You are now officially and forever my best friend. My actual literal best friend forever. Hope that's okay. I am having a good Friday. Thank you. What is the level here? Level 4. Oh my gosh. I just need to, like... Who needs a lepa berry? Who wants one? You want a lepa berry? Nope, you want to play hide and seek. That's too much of a time commitment. I don't want that. Ooh, ooh. It's a nice home, I'll tell you what. Oh, that's just Hitmonlee. You already have a home. I thought Hitmonlee already lived here. Okay, so I made Hitmonlee's place, and I guess I just never talked to him. I just never talked to him. And that was enough to raise the environment. He's been hanging out for months. And that was all I needed. I did it. Perfect. You won your first Balatro run. Congratulations. That's a good feeling. Rose Boris Honey, been following the channel since pre-Switch days. Figured I'd finally throw some support your way. You are too kind. You are too kind. You are lovely. Lovely and perfect. I got the twine, I got the rocks, I got the trash. So that means that, the last place to increase the level is, Skylands. Datal bait. Why is it always just like basic furniture? Fridge, washing machine. I hope that in the end, I get to make Professor Tangrowth a house, and I get to put all of these, like, memento items. If I can find them all. If I, like, remember where I stored them. Yeah, cool. At some point. I didn't remember what the furnace was. I just stuffed it with a bunch of stuff, and it is still burning. Just a bunch of junk. This was days ago. Yeah, apparently that lasts a good while. Boring. Boring. I don't know, I can't, my environment level cannot possibly be that great here, because I feel like there's a lot less space to make homes, and I have not, done as much. I'd be lucky if it was 4. It's probably... Yeah, it's 3. Okay. Build something. Any old thing. Giant building? Alright. Need to make one more habitat. Okay. And find one more Pokemon. And build one more structure. All right, I've got a ways to go. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna... Build a fidget spinner. I don't have that recipe yet. As someone who's a big fan of Pokemon, but not such a big fan of Animal Crossing, would this game be a good fit? I know only I can answer that, but some insight would help. I don't know. It's hard to say, because, like, this game is a lot of what makes Animal Crossing good. It's the life sim, it's having the little friends, it's making them happy, it's customizing, it's building houses, but, like, I don't know, Yeah, it's hard to say. I feel like it's a game just about anyone can enjoy, but if you like anti-enjoy Animal Crossing, I don't know if I can confidently say that that you would like it, because it is pretty similar. All right, building houses. Any kind of light, more just regular tall grass, tree shaded tall grass, water wheel. Pretty much all of the regular, like, basic combinations. Fluffy, okay. Grass by tree, grass by water. Flowers by tree, flowers by water. Grass alone. Yeah, and then there's, like, some area, I guess the grass color depends on, like, the color of the spot you make it in. Yeah, I need to, like, have these, like, open on a laptop next to me, because I close the menu and I just immediately forget. It's just everything. But yeah, grass, flowers. I can do more grass and flowers. Let's do grass and flowers. Did I make let's make a bunch of... Let's eat a salad. I'm in the mood for some... I'm in the mood to party. I'm gonna have some salad. If you're always working on habitat level, you never run out of things to do while waiting for stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, see, if I go down there, the grass becomes yellow again. Which I guess technically I still do need some Pokemon that use it, but I put some and they just didn't do anything. So we'll do a bunch. We'll just do like 1,000,000. Skyland flowers. It's just one. Did I run out already? Yeah, I need to like plant flowers so that I just have access to more. Seashore? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want that. No, I do, though. No, I don't. I don't want that. I just want Skyland flowers. Okay. Then I'll just do a bunch of grass habitats over here. Curious to see what that would do. Okay. Nothing. How about another one? Give me some ding darn Pokemon. Some ding darn Pokemon there. So what color will it be if I do it over here? Red. Yeah, okay. So it's like coming from the mountain. That's not gonna... It doesn't want me to do it here, too, right? That's not gonna be like a unique habitat? Red tall... Nah? Okay. Okay, pink grass and Skyland flower habitats. Actually, if I bring Sprigatito with me, I could plant flowers. I don't have seeds for that I can see. No, okay. Let's purchase some. Okay. It's not a ton. It's a little surprising they limit. They put such a harsh limit on how many flowers you can buy. Wow. 6 bricks. That's not a shaded tall grass. There. Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to grab Sprigatito. Oh well. No, not oh well. I'll grab them. I planted some flowers somewhere else too, and I just do not remember where. Sprigatito, don't make me search for you. Where's the honey? Where's the honey? There it is. They're busy? Oh, they're building! Ah. So if I bring a Pokemon away from a build project, does that just like increase the amount of time that it takes, or does it like pause it? Because I do love that it lets you grab them whenever you want, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows. Well, that's all right. I'm not gonna be playing when they finish the building anyway, so I'm just gonna take it along. Actually, there's a lot of room over here. Stupid. Any old place. Really, just any place. How about a tree? Maybe up there? No. I'm spotting a tree. I could use some flowers around it. Thank you. You have served your purpose. Return to your task. Oh, I thought I had one Sky Island one. That's a seashore one. Okay, I need one more flower. I still haven't really, like, explored this area very well. Clearly. So, I don't know how long this... It sounds like humanity's been gone for a long time. I don't know if that's true, but I think Team Rocket has just been underground building supplies so they can blast into space. And I think the joke is that I'm going to give them all of the supplies they need and then fix the world, and they don't have to blast off anymore. Philip Daholic, what's up, my friend? Hi, Arlo. Love the work. You've probably answered this hundreds of times. But what made you decide to pick up that microphone at the start of your career? I mean, yeah, it's I've just always been a very... Okay, two things. One, I've always been a very opinionated person. Me making videos about, especially, like, Nintendo opinions. Like, this is just the video version of me having conversations with my friends. Just blabbing about Nintendo and stuff a bunch. Video games. I also just always wanted to make... content, as it is now called. Just as long as YouTube has been a thing, I wanted to make stuff. I've just always been a person who wants to make stuff, you know, creatively. So I just knew I wanted to do something. So just kind of, just like a natural happening, I suppose. A thing that was always gonna happen. Like the Beatles. Right place at the right time. It wasn't even my choice. It was just something that happened. But perhaps you could argue that's always the case. No, Arlo, we don't want to hear your determinism rant. Oops. No, don't put it away. All right, that's a bunch of habitats. That's a whole bunch of habitats. Thank you, Kevin. You're kind. Yes, the word opinionated is a very good word. Episode of that show, Home Movies. That's probably even the desk I want. I don't want it, though. Yeah, the episode is called Everyone is Entitled to My Opinion. I love that. I never made shade flower. I got distracted halfway. What's shade flower again? Oh, I also need, I need to find more water. Put more water and grass and flowers next to the water. Applied a patch to the Porygon. Hope it feels better. That's funny. Yeah, like water. There's not a lot of... I mean, there is a lot of water here. It's like over there. Yeah, there's some water. Flowers by tree. Step off! Oh yeah, there's no dirt here, though. I need dirt. Give me some dirt. Oh, I can't even... Can I break this? Okay, good. Make a little room. I only have 3 flowers. You're kidding me. Huzzah. That is only 1 water thing, though. Oh, I gotta go soon. Give me 1 more flower. Somebody, somewhere, just give me a flower. I see hedges. Ooh! 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 There's a pocket monster in that birdhouse. Finally. It's Ontario, Canada. That's a good friend right there. That's a healthy friend. Sings a beautiful soprano. You want a leopard berry? You want a leopard berry? Oh yeah, that thing, beds, I'm supposed to just keep on me all the time. There we go. You got a bed? You got it, man. Boom. Anything for you. A pop art bed. Yeah, I don't have another, That's a flower bed. Yeah, another one. No Pokemon in it. Yeah, whatever. See if we got any bites. By the way, there were apparently a bunch of PP ups that I had not purchased. Now it kind of feels like I can go forever. Makes a really big difference. And I just found a bunch of beans. So that's cool. Oh yeah, I haven't given anything anything to Mosslax today. I totally forgot. I forgot that was the thing I was supposed to do. I call it Cake Rock. Nobody? No one around here? No one? No one feels like joining us? Oh yeah, I did forget. Yeah, I totally got sidetracked. Completely. It is very easy to get sidetracked in this game. Yeah, next time I'm doing the whole habitat thing, I definitely need to feed Snorlax something spicy. Is it as simple as just like a carrot? Like, can I just give him a carrot and that's enough? Yeah, nothing. Nothing in any of these. I think sometimes when you build a habitat, it's like it's not gonna consider spawning something until you build more habitats. Cause like these have been sitting here for forever. And then I built a bunch of new ones, and then all of a sudden that bird box had a Pokemon in it. And nothing else from any of these other ones. Give him a carrot and your gravy. You know what? Let's go do that now. Give the Pokemon a chance to spawn. It's funny how, like, yeah, you'll make a patch of grass and no one will ever come. But then you're doing, like, a story one. The Alakazam, I put, like, the pillow and the crystal ball, and I literally, like, I'm in a building and I walk around the corner. And then I turn around and there's a word bubble that's like, hey, this looks like a good spot. Like, it's really, really funny. And Alakazam just kind of wandered in here. It all raises habitat level. So even if it's just, even if a Pokemon doesn't move in, it still works. That's good. Problem is, how much more am I even going to play today? Maybe we've got just enough time to give it to the Mosslax and run back and see if anyone spawned. Ooh. Where's that guy? Zoroark. Troublemaker. Troublemaker over here. It's always like, you befriended the Pokemon god, Arceus. You got a reward for discovering so many Pokemon. You got a recipe for Wooden bench. Have a spicy, spicy carrot. That carrot looks really good. I'll check it out, see if there are any wiggling bushes, and then I gotta go. Flower beds. They seem particularly resistant to spawning Pokemon. I put them all over the place, and they just, like... They just kind of don't. Patches of grass all over the place. Tree shaded? No. There's a bunch of water over here. That'd be a good spot. Not there. Not there, not there. Nah, man. Nah, dog. Yeah, I need to level this out a little bit, but maybe I'll put some flowers or grass here to get the hydrated ones. But I'll do that later. For now, I must bid you adieu. I had a good time. I hope that you did as well. I hope you are having a pleasant Friday. I hope you continue to have a pleasant Friday. I hope you are well and continue to be well, and that all of your wildest wishes and dreams come true today. That'd be cool. Oh. Love you all. I will probably... I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream the game again before, like, finishing it. I will be probably rolling credits pretty soon. I'm not sure. Probably not. It's hard to stream on the weekends. I probably won't. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do post-game with you. I'm not sure. Love y'all.